Hello and welcome to Big Orbit Games unboxing video of the new X-Wing TIE Striker expansion. So this is the brand new expansion for the X-Wing miniature game based on the ship, as the lovely sticker here says, from Star Wars Rogue One. So what I'm going to do today is just open this up and show you what you get inside. So rather than trying to sit here on camera and cut through the packaging, here's one I opened earlier. So let's open this up and take a look and see what we get inside. So this isn't an in-depth strategy guide on how to use the TIE Striker and how to fly it, etc. There's plenty more well-versed people out there than me for that. This is just to show you what you'll be getting in the box. So, sorry, excuse my voice. If you open this bit up here, you can see all the components you're going to get inside here. So you get your ship and all your usual tokens that you need for it. You also get 6 ship cards, so there's quite a lot of pilots for flying this one, but only 3 upgrade cards, but we'll get to those and show you them. And then there's the manoeuvre dial for the TIE Strikers. You see, it's an interesting one for a TIE fighter. There's some interesting manoeuvres. It's got the 2 sloop moves as well, which is, you know, they're pretty cool. Makes it quite manoeuvrable, but in a very odd way. So, sorry about that. So here we go, so let's open this up and take a look. I will warn anyone, by the way, if you've not seen Rogue One, this might be considered spoilers. I'm not going to talk about what happens in the film, but there are characters here, so, or potentially anyway. So we have here the tokens. As you can see, here's the ship tokens. So you can look at the stats there, and then we have the manoeuvre dial and some focus and evade as well, and the numbers, because you always need more numbers. So let's take a look at the actual ships themselves before we get to the upgrade. So we've got 2 reference cards there, just how to do the sensors loop and the modifications and how they work. So first up, we have a named character, Duchess. So pilot skill 8, 3 attack, 2 evade, 4 hull, no shields. So back to your sort of atypical TIE fighter setup with no shields there. Focus, barrel roll and evade. Elite pilot talent is the only upgrade, and 23 points. So it's quite a cheap ship, even for a named pilot. However, the downside being you've only got the 1 upgrade slot. And Duchess's ability is, while you have the adaptive ailerons, we're going to go with that, upgrade card equipped, you may choose to ignore its card ability. Now this is one of the upgrades, one of the 3 upgrades you do get with it, and we'll come back to that soon, so I'll put that there just as a reminder. Then for 22 points, so just 1 point less, same stats apart from the pilot skill drops to 6, so Pure Sabak, which is quite a cool name. When attacking, if you have 1 or fewer damage cards, roll 1 additional attack die. Now I can see this being a favourite of the TIE Strikers just because 4 attack off the bat for most of the game, because let's be honest, once you get to 3 or more, you're probably going to be shot and killed quite quickly anyway. Countdown. So again, 20 points, so we're dropping 2 points there. 20 points, you lose the elite pilot talent upgrade slot, which is a bit of a shame, down to pilot skill 5. And Countdown's ability is, when defending, if you're not stressed, during the compare results step, you may suffer 1 damage to cancel all dice results to receive 1 stress token. So yeah, this is going to be make it quite survivable. So you take a damage, but the plus being is that your opponent, you know, they might be doing 3, 4, 5 damage, which would be enough to completely KO Countdown. Instead, take that stress token, take 1 damage. Basically, you're going to have to shoot at this thing at least 4 times to kill it, provided there's a way to remove that stress. Which it's got forward maneuvers and stuff that it can do to remove it, and obviously there's always tricks with upgrade cards. So I think that one is going to see a lot of play as well, Countdown. If the TIE Striker sees play, Countdown is really cool because it's a very survivable, tanky ship for what is otherwise quite a weak and cheap fodder ship. Next up is the Black Squadron Scalp. 20 points, so the same amount as Countdown, just 1 less pilot skill, so down to pilot skill 4. We have the Scarif Defenders, if anyone's seen the film. 18 points, same stats again, down to 3. And we're down to the Imperial Trainee, so pilot skill 1 and 17 points. So you can see from this card, this is potentially, the TIE Striker could potentially become part of a new swarm list, and it's a pretty cool looking ship, so it'd be cool to see like a whole formation of them flying around. The one thing to note though, was even though Countdown is 20 points with an ability, Black Squadron is 20 points as well, but it does have the Elite Pilot Talent upgrade slot on there, so there you go, that's the ships. So Duchess's ability allows you to ignore the upgrade. So you must be thinking, why would you want to ignore an upgrade? So Adaptive Ailerons is a TIE Striker only title card. It costs 0 points. And immediately before you reveal your dial, if you're not stressed, you must execute a white left, right, or 1 maneuver. Left, right, or forward 1 maneuver. So the reason that Duchess is good is because this ability is a must. However, Duchess is allowed to ignore it. What that means when used in combination with each other is that you've got a very slippery TIE Striker that is going to be flying all around the board. You're not going to be able to predict what it's doing. So that makes it quite interesting. So combined with Duchess, it's a very good upgrade. Otherwise, because it being a must, unless you're stressed, it's going to be quite much for some players. So it's going to require a bit of use, that one. The next upgrade is the Swarm Leader. So this is a 3-point Elite Pilot Talent. So on the pricier edge. Sorry about this cough. Good old post-holiday flu. When performing a primary weapon attack, choose up to 2 other friendly ships that have a defender inside their firing arcs at range 1 to 3. Remove 1 evade token from each chosen ship to roll 1 additional attack die for each token removed. So effectively what this means, if you imagine you have your X-Wing in the middle and an A-Wing either side, so long as they both have their opponent within range 1 to 3, when the X-Wing attacks, it can remove the evade tokens from the A-Wings to gain 2 additional dice. It makes for a very impressive big one-shot. I can see this seeing a lot of play because it's a very powerful card because of those extra dice you're getting. Downside, you're going to have to be a very good pilot because you're going to have to fly in formation, or at least in a way that allows your 2 wingmates to get within the arc and range 1 to 3 of the same opponent as the guy who has the Swarm Leader. So note, Swarm Leader is unique as well. So you can only have 1, you can't just give it to everyone. But you can have Swarm Leader and Squad Leader on the same card, which is pretty cool. Pardon me. So yeah, so this is quite a cool card. Like I said, the downside is it's going to require a lot of setting up to really get the best use out of it. And if your opponent goes for the Swarm Leader to start with, you've kind of lost out on, your big puncher. So, and the last upgrade is a lightweight frame. So this is TIE only. So this could go on the fighter, the foe, defender, all the TIE variants. It's a modification. It costs 2 points. And when defending, after rolling defense dice, if there are more attack dice than defense dice, so if your opponent's attacking, say, 4 dice and you've only got 3, roll 1 additional defense dice. But you cannot equip this if your agility value is 3 or higher. So really, this is going on some of the cheaper ships, so not things like the Interceptor really, but drop on a TIE Defender or on a Punisher, even a Bomber, to really help them just become a little bit more survivable. The TIE Striker itself has agility of 2, so this fits perfectly onto them. This is a card I can see people wanting multiples of, and you only get 1, unfortunately, in the TIE Striker pack. So I can see people wanting multiples of these because it's a really cool card for just 2 points to add that extra defense dice. Just remember, agility 3 or lower. So that's all the cards you get in there. Really, the cards are just focusing on the actual ship itself rather than the upgrades for a change. So let's take a look at the ship, seeing as there's such a big focus on it. So if anyone's seen Rogue One, you'll have seen the TIE Striker in action. I'm not going to spoil anything about the film there, so don't worry. And let's just show you it. So you can see this one's actually, the wings are moving on it. So the wings move. Now I can't get them quite, there we go. And then we can fold them down. They're not quite in line, but still. So, sorry, that's me playing. Sorry. So there we go. So you can see the ship there. It's pretty cool looking. It's got a very cool profile. It's almost like bat wing shape. It's fairly big as well because of that. You can see it's quite a long TIE fighter. It's just really cool that the wings do move into the different positions. It's fairly neat. I can see many people modding this to be upside down and stuff. But yes, so that is the TIE Striker model. As always, FFG standard, very good detailing, very nicely done, nicely painted for a mass manufactured miniature. Again, as always, I'm going to point out they didn't put any engine bloom. They never do. But otherwise, all the details are really cool. There's plenty there, even underneath, that you're not going to see very often. Obviously, the panels look awesome. Now, they always do a good job on these, and the TIE Striker is no exception to that rule. It's a very awesome looking ship. And this is going to look really cool if you're going to have like a whole swarm of them, or even a mixed swarm of TIE Strikers and TIE Fighters, just so your opponent doesn't know quite which one to go for. So there we go, so that is everything you get in the TIE Striker pack. It's not a huge amount. This is definitely a ship for people who already have collections, just because of the limited nature of the upgrades. It's all focused on the TIE Striker itself. You're almost certainly going to want more than one of them, 2, 3, 4 maybe, it depends how swarmy you want to get with them, but I would say definitely more than one of you are going to fly them, because they're just really cool and you want to be flying multiples of them, taking advantage of Countdown and Sabak, or even just spamming Black Squadron Scouts or something, Sorry. So there we go. That is everything you get in the TIE Striker pack. Very cool ship. Not sure how much it's going to see playing competitive play, but it might do, because it could end up becoming part of swarm lists and stuff like that. So it's very cool though, very cool looking. So there we go. So everything you've seen here today can be bought and sold as individual parts on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. So go and check that out if you're after any additional parts, or if you want to trade anything in with us. Otherwise, feel free to leave any comments below if you have any questions. And otherwise, remember to like and subscribe. That's a good one. Otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.